Good morning, and it's a beautiful morning. That's the sunrise coming up right behind me here. James Patrick Watson here at the 4B Ranch at High, Texas. And I want to talk to you about some of the problems that we're having here in America today. We've seen all these problems. We've seen the deaths of these law officers as people are angry, the turmoil that we're having across our country. And I wanted to share with you what I think the problem is. The biggest problem is we can all look at it. Anytime we have problems in our relationships with other people, that's a sign that we're not spending quality time together. Whenever we have relationship problems, we're usually talking instead of listening. I speak from experience. Well, the problem that we've got in America today is because America doesn't have a relationship with God anymore. We've kicked God out of our schools. We've taken him out of our public places. And then we wonder why bad things happen. So many people get hung up on the fact of going to this church or going to that church or this religion. Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. And that's what God always wanted. He wants a relationship with us. And when we don't spend time with him, then that causes all of our earthly relationships to suffer. Going back to the other problems, a lot of these young people nowadays are going over to the Muslim faith, religion, because they don't know, they don't have the relationship with God, they don't know the freedoms that God has given them. So they're grasping at straws. If people don't know their rights, they can't defend their rights. If they don't know what their rights are, how can you fight for something when you don't even know what it is? I don't have all the answers. I do have some. We've got to start teaching our young people what their rights are and what God expects them to do. I grew up in a church and the pastors would say, you young men don't go into politics because it's an unclean profession. Well, now 30 plus years later, 40 years later, look at the leaders we've got. We don't have any God-fearing leaders, and we have to choose between the lesser of two evils. Whose fault is it? Our own. We've got to start doing a better job at home As husbands and fathers, we have to lead our families, protect them, provide for them, and teach them. We've got to become leaders in our communities. We've got to raise up sons and daughters that will be leaders and will take positions of power. Is it going to fix it overnight? No. We didn't get into this mess in one generation. We won't get out of it in one generation. But if we don't get our heads out of the sand and start soon, we won't get out of it at all. Work on our relationships. Y'all have a blessed day.